traffic, how I got over 1 million visitors a month to my website. So my name is Marlon Sanders. I've been doing this full time since 1997 and sold over 70,000 products online. If you want to get my free report on how I did it, you can just go to resellertoolkit.com/70K. You get my free book, How I Sold 70,000 Digital Products Online. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and jump right into this. I have a thing I teach. It's called the amazing formula. We won't go into detail into it right now, but it's got 6 elements. When you get these elements lined up, then you can get a lot of traffic to your website. Now, there are multiple ways that you get visitors to your website, but the way that you're going to get a lot of traffic is through leverage, meaning a little doing a lot. One way you can do that is through paid ads, but that's not how I do it, because you got to be really, really, really skilled at paid ads. The way that I did it was with affiliates, right? And so I had someone who would had a large audience of affiliates, and he would refer people over to my affiliate program because he would get a commission. And so then I had a lot of affiliates promoting my products, right? And you get enough affiliates out there promoting your products, and it can be a heck of a lot of visitors. The other thing is if you do this and you have something that really takes off overnight, it can actually be a heck of a lot of traffic. Let me give you a few key points about using affiliates to get traffic to your sites. Number one, the initial product is what we call the front end. And today, if it's a cheap product like $17 or less, the commission's usually like 50%. I mean, it's usually 100%. Once you get up to like 27, 37, 47, 57, and so forth, then a 50 or 60% commission is more common. If you're like, 50, 47 bucks, 50% commission is fine. I do 50% commission, right? So that's step number one, is to get your commission set correctly. Now, if you're doing something that's recurring billing, then you might give away less money on commission. Some people do 30% on commission recurring billing programs. You really need to look around at the competition and see what they're doing. Step number 2 is cash is king. You'll find that most affiliate programs have contests, and oddly enough, typically, not always, but typically, the programs that get promoted the most are the ones that offer the most cash. They're the ones that offer the most commissions, right? And so cash is king. A big contest for 7 days with $2,000, $3,000 up for grabs. You're probably going to get a lot of people get on board for that if you do number 3. Point number 3 is you got to prepare for this thing. If you want to do a big launch, you got to prepare for it in advance. And what I mean by that is, contact affiliates 30 days in advance, at least 15 days in advance, and tell them what you have coming up. Because some affiliates fill up their calendar for, I don't know how far out, but they fill up their calendar. And so it's also, when you have a longer runway, it's like there's a saying that the longer the runway, the higher the takeoff. You have more of a chance to build momentum, to make sure you got all your pieces in place to recruit affiliates. For example, right now, Adil Chowdhury is doing a launch. He's been building up the pre-launch momentum for a couple months now, and then he announced that he was going to do the launch, and he already has 200 plus affiliates on board for it. So sometimes having that long runway can help you build up momentum and get affiliates for your launch. And then number 4 is you need to have swipe emails. And this is a place that you probably can't have too many. Like I see some big launches give really a lot of email swipes for different types of lists, different purposes, different things. They'll even do day by day swipes. swipes, because a lot of affiliates are busy and they don't have time to write their own emails, so they will just copy and paste emails. And these emails, if you're not a good email writer, you probably better hire one. If you're a good email writer, then you can write them yourself. The next point is you got to choose a platform for your launch. Like if you're doing something that's not an internet marketing, make money type product, ClickBank is a good choice, but there's a lot of different platforms out there that you can launch on. There's a lot more platforms than most people realize. I can't even name all. There's CJ.com, there's ShareASell. There are I think hundreds of platforms that you can launch on. The ones that most people think about are ClickBank, JVZoo, and Warrior Plus, but there's tons of platforms out there that you can launch on. So get a platform that you like, that you believe in, and that you see people promoting the type of product that you're launching, right? But if you have a digital product, say in the self-improvement field, ClickBank would be a really good choice. If you have a make money offer, Warrior Plus is a great choice. If you're promoting software, depending on the kind of software, JVZoo would be a good choice for you. So you got to pick a platform for what you're doing. And then the next point would be you might consider using a JV manager. Now, I've never used a JV manager, but it's not a bad idea, especially if it's your first time launching. You don't have contacts with affiliates and so forth. A JV manager is a person that has a lot of contacts in the industry and a lot of contacts with affiliates that can launch the product for you, but they're going to charge you 10% for doing this. So to summarize, if you're going to get a whole lot of traffic, meaning 1 million visitors, 500,000, even 100,000, you need leverage. You're probably going to do it through paid traffic, or you're going to do it through affiliates. There are people that are really great at organic marketing, and I honestly don't know. I know they get maybe 1 million views on TikTok, but I honestly don't know how many of those views actually make it over to their website and are qualified potential buyers, right? So by my way of thinking, I think I do a lot of content marketing. I think content marketing is great for steady, consistent traffic, for opt-ins, and for keeping you visible. But if you really want that crushing traffic, you're probably looking at using affiliates or paid media, because they both have a lot of leverage. The advantage of affiliates is you don't pay money until after the sale. The advantage of ads like Facebook is you control the traffic. With affiliates, maybe you launch and nobody decides to promote it. You don't have control over whether people promote or not. With paid ads, you do have control, but it's a whole nother, that's a whole different ball game. So let me just see who we have on right now. Let me check chat. All right, great. I don't see any questions. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up today. Listen, if you want to get website traffic, you got content marketing, paid media, and affiliates. When you're starting out, you'll probably use content marketing unless you have the money to spend on paid ads. If you have the money to spend on paid ads, it's a learning curve, but once you master it, it can be really an incredible thing. And affiliates are a specialty in and of themselves, but affiliates can be fantastic because it allows you to scale without a budget. You have a great day. This is Marlon Sanders, and I'll see you tomorrow.